You're listening to IntellectualRadio.com. I am Marvelous Marvelette, aka Molly B, bringing you the beauty of business. Today's featured guest is Nicole Russell Coleman, licensed esthetician and founder of Pretty Girl 7 Beauty Boutique. Welcome, Nicole.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
So, Nicole, tell myself and our listeners a little bit about you.
Well, I am a licensed esthetician. I've been licensed for about a little over 12 years now, and I studied at Dudley's Beauty College. And my specialties is facials. I just love everything about skincare and everything about beauty. I also have a mobile spa as well. Into skincare products, I have lip balms and body butters and everything that makes a girl feel pretty. Yes.
So, were you always an esthetician or did you have a corporate America background?
Yes, I do have a corporate America background. I started off in the hospitality industry.
Okay.
And I did that for a little over 20 years. And then I decided that I wanted to be a makeup artist. So that was my goal. So I applied for Dudley's and I spoke with Miss Clausen and I sat down and she said, what program would you be interested in? And then I told her I want to be a makeup artist. And she said, well, I think you want to be an esthetician. And
That sounds.
and so at that time, I had no idea what an esthetician was. So when she explained it to me, I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty cool because ever since I was a little girl, I was always in eggs, making egg mask and avocado and just interested in mixing things together, playing in perfumes and trying to mix my own. So it was just destined that I did that. I also worked for Walgreens, the First Look Boutique downtown Chicago, where I ran that department. And I really got a full insight on retail, working closely with the consumers and what women were looking for. So it kind of just helped me out for what I'm doing now.
Okay, very good. So you feel the hospitality industry helped you as well as far as dealing with people and service?
Definitely. Customer service is key. Customer service, people just don't understand it. You can have a great service and you can have goods to offer people, but without that hospitality, without that professionalism, it means nothing. And I think that's what the industry is missing. And I was honored and blessed to be able to be in the hospitality industry because I was able to work with all types of people and I was able to listen. That's the number one thing that you want to do. You want to listen to your clients. So I was able to transfer that over to my business and it's really been working for me.
Okay. So Pretty Girl 7, Pretty Girl 7 Beauty Boutique. Let's say the
Yes.
full name. I absolutely love the name. So I did ask you, how did the name come about? And I kind of figured it, but tell your story about how you chose that name.
So it's Pretty Girl 7. So my daughter's grandmother and grandfather on her dad's side. One day we were just in the room, we were talking, and he came in and he said, "Hey, pretty girl." And I thought that was so cute because I didn't know if he was talking to me, my daughter, or his wife. It just sound, but I noticed all of our faces lit up when he said that. And so you're talking about a 70-something-year-old woman, a teenager, and then as myself that rolled back to 25. But we were just beaming, and I'm like, pretty girl, because I feel like at every age, every woman wants to be a pretty girl, and everybody wants to feel pretty. From when a baby is first born, what do you say? Oh, pretty girl. Oh, she's so pretty. So every woman wants to hear that. Number seven is God's favorite number. Number 7 is the number of completion, and I am the 7th Russell girl. So it just made sense for me to put 7 in there. And Beauty Boutique is that sometimes I can be kind of everywhere, and I wanted my mobile spa or my location to be able to offer much more. So boutique really stuck with me.
Okay, very
Mhm.
good. So, what services does Pretty Girl 7 offer?
So we offer mobile services. We can accommodate up to 10 to 50. And God's willing, we're going to go a little farther than that. We provide facials, massage, lashes, waxing, all types of waxing that you can think of. We provide that. Body treatments. I also have skincare as well. We do ear candling, which is really good. Um, I like to give, I always say when I'm doing my body services that I like to give my customers an experience. There's a lot of people that never had facials or a little self-conscious about getting body work done. And I want everybody to feel special and everybody to get the grand experience, whether it be a mini spa situation or if you're getting a full service from me, you're going to get a whole experience.
Now, I have to say, to have a service done by Nicole or Pretty Girl 7, it is truly an experience. I've had the opportunity to have services done by her myself and to witness her providing services when we had different events.
Mhm.
And I can truly say that her services are an experience. And other people there did great jobs as well. Nicole was booked out and she didn't have a break. I kind of felt bad for her, but I was kind of happy. But it is truly an experience. So, what is your favorite service and why?
My favorite service I would have to say is facials. The reason why I would like to say facials because I like to see the afterglow. I love to get a woman to or a male to relax because a lot of times we're in a busy time. Everybody is, you're working, you have your children, you have school. There's a lot of things that's going on. And with my facials, of course, you're gonna get your extractions. You're gonna get your skin analyzed. We're going to do the medical part of it, but at the same token, you're going to get a chance to relax with the music, the soft touch. The education is so important about your skin type and what's going on with the skin. So my consumers, they appreciate that. But at the same token, I want it to always be a relaxing environment for my clients. So.
Okay. So, I'm going to go and talk about a couple of your other services, ear candling. So, explain to myself and our listeners what exactly is ear candling.
So ear candling, when people see it, they're like a little like, what is that? But it was performed back in the Egyptian times, and it's just a natural way of removing wax buildup from out of the ear. So it's good for people who have sinuses, allergies, dust mites that may get into the ear. If you're getting a lot of shampoo, sometimes product can get down in the ear. Swimmer's ear is really good for it too. So it's just like a muslin cone. It goes down into the ear. You can do a lymphatic massage with that, or you don't have to because the cone is still going to do it. So what it's going to do is cause like a volcano, and it's little steam that goes down into the ear, and it is going to lift up, and it's painless. It sounds like it may be pain, but it's very relaxing. So the steam, it softens up all that wax is inside of the ear, and then you can cut the cylinder open, and you can see, and that's amazing. That's what people love. You can see all the wax that comes out. If you go on my page, you can see. I had a couple of clients who didn't mind sharing whatever, but you can see all of the gook that comes out. After you finish your treatment, you feel really good. It's like your hearing is much better, your sinuses is much better. If women notice that they start getting like dark circles. A lot of people have sinuses. That's one of the things that will happen to you, that you will get dark circles, and it's a hereditary lifestyle as well too.
Okay. Body services.
Mhm.
So, what entails with the body services?
So body services, there's a lot of things you can do with body services. You can, first of all, one of the simple services that I like doing that is so necessary and people feel that you only need to do it in the summertime, and that's back facials. Back facials are very important to get. You want to remove and exfoliate all the dead skin. It's good for blackheads, because you also get blackheads, you also get pimples. So you don't just get those breakouts on the face, but it has to come out somewhere. And some people have acnetic back. So back treatments are really good. Slimming treatments, hydrating treatments, especially this, we're getting a colder months. So you're just going to get a nice dry brush. You're going to get exfoliated, and then you're going to get a nice hydrating body treatment, which is really, really nice to have. I'm also certified in Reiki, but I don't that I don't do that treatment, but I think that's something that people need to look into. It's just another alternative way of relaxing, releasing all that energy that you're around. Every day we're around a lot of energies, and especially people who that's in the servicing industry. We're
Absolutely.
coming in contact with so many people that we're dealing with. So it's good for people in any profession where you're working with a lot of customers to kind of, it's like a recharge, re-energizing yourself. Yes.
Okay, so if our listeners are interested in contacting you, how would they contact you?
Okay, you can get me on my email. It's prettygirl7beautyboutique@gmail.com. You can also get me on Facebook at prettygirl7beautyboutique. I'm also there as well. So you can inbox me, you can email me. I'm available. I answer questions at any time. I'm open to get new clients. I'm open for pamper parties. So I am at reach, definitely.
And that's Pretty Girl 7, numerical 7, not spelled out 7, for
Yeah,
those who are listening and not watching.
exactly. It's a numerical 7.
And for those of you who have just tuned in, you're listening to IntellectualRadio.com and iHeart Radio Station. I am Marvelous Marvelette, aka Molly B, bringing you the beauty of business. Today's featured guest is Nicole Russell Coleman, licensed esthetician and founder of Pretty Girl 7 Beauty Boutique. Nicole was just talking about some of her services that she offers and what her favorite service is, which was the facial and why. Nicole, I understand that you also make products.
Yes, I do.
Now, you spoke earlier about being a little girl, messing with eggs and making avocado masks. So I'm going to assume that's where it all came from. So what else, like over the years as an adult, in creating Pretty Girl 7, what prompted you to do the products?
So the products that happen, because like I said, I do have a background in retail, and I was so blessed and fortunate to be able to understand this different type of products that was online for women of color. And getting a certain age, you just want to make sure that you're keeping up your maintenance. And that's pretty much how I do it. If I'm turning 30, 40, 50, I want to know what should I be working on for my skin. And I was noticing in my age bracket, they were giving me a lot of, well, crow's feet, deep wrinkles, fine lines, and that's not my concern right now. So why do I need to use all these heavy chemicals on my skin? That was just my personal opinion with that. And then I started looking at the prices, and I'm just like, okay, I can't afford to go to Kiehl's and go to Macy's and have them give me a big $300, $400 pack that half of the stuff that I'm not going to use.
Right.
So it kind of brought me back to being a young woman. I remember in high school, I used to make like an egg mask, and my skin would feel so tight with that. And then I would go and sneak into some type of oils and different things, parents or my mom's dresser, and mix it in there. So one day I was just sitting at home, and I decided to play around with a couple of things that I had in my kitchen. And I do like to use a lot of natural products and keep, like natural essential oils and things around. And I just started whipping up products. I started having hormonal breakout. I waited till I got like in my 40s, and for the most part, I had good skin, and I just started breaking out really bad. So I said, you know what? I went to the dermatologist, and she gave me about $500 worth of product, and I only picked up one, and that actually caused a really bad reaction for me. But I still say go to the dermatologist for important things. But at that time, it did not work for me. So I came home and I just started making up my own product for myself. And when I started making it up for myself, I started getting a lot of people that I work with, women on the metro train, just different people. What are you using on your skin? What are you using on your skin? And I'm like, and I'm doing services at different spas, and like, what are you using? And I like to be honest up front with people, and well, I'm like, I'm using some of my things, and I start giving out samples. And then that's how it started. I started giving out samples, and then how much are you charging for this? And here it is, going into 2 years later, I still have people calling me like, I would like to get this and I would like to get that. So it just kind of like fell into my lap, and I like to help people. So it was never about, making the money at the time. But now it's just like is growing, and I'm thanking God for that and grow a little bit more. But a lot of people just started calling for it. It was just like overwhelming because it was just something I wanted to really do for myself.
Now you have a my favorite product of yours, and I have not tried all the products,
Mhm.
but the one I tried and I absolutely love it. I think
Mhm.
my son clipped it, but I love it.
Mhm.
Is the lip moisturizer,
Yes.
and the reason I love it because I like matte lipsticks,
Mhm.
and I don't like my lips to shine. I don't like to look like I just ate some chicken, fried chicken. I like just a more natural moisturized look. And the lip moisturizer, it definitely seeps into your lips
Mhm.
and it keeps them moist. It's not greasy at all. They're not dry. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. And it's
Yes.
not a heavy scent or anything. I love it.
Thank
It's,
you.
it's
So yeah, I just pulled it out. So yeah.
so that's my favorite. So what is your favorite product that you make?
My favorite, I have, well, my number one is the coffee scrub. I love that because I love to glow. I love hydrating skin. I just love what it does for my skin and for my clients. I just started a new anti-aging cream this fall, and that's one of my favorites. But the lip balm is actually my favorite. Anytime I have guys calling me say, "Yeah, I need some of that lip balm," and I'm like, "Okay," because like you said, it's not too shiny. It's very hydrating, and that's what I want because I like a lot of matte too. I love a matte lipstick. And then sometimes I do like to look a little greasy, depending on what I'm going through. But that's my first thing that I do because I can't stand chapped lips. So if anybody, needs to get some, please do because the wintertime is coming.
And that's one of my pet peeves. So I ask my clients all the time. They come in and say, "Well, I oil my scalp. I put this." I said, "Why?" Because my hair was dry, or because my scalp was dry. I said, "Well, when you thirsty, do you drink oil?" They say, "No, I drink water." So why are you putting oil in your scalp?
Exactly.
If you're dry, you're lacking moisture. You're not lacking oil. So we have this conversation over and over again. So that's why it's kind of refreshing for someone to be on the same page and understand.
Exactly.
So if you, and that brings me to this point, if you could tell any other estheticians up and coming,
Mhm.
give them a bit of advice, what would it be?
Well, honestly, I feel like at first I was thinking to myself that some of the estheticians out here, I didn't really believe that they were really focusing on skincare, that the whole raves was brows and lashes. But, like, again, when I first started off, I attended hair school. And this was this was like I was everywhere, but I had attended hair school. I did like 500 hours in hair school, and this was probably like 25, 26 years ago. And they didn't give you the option of saying that you can specialize in certain areas, like it's either all or nothing. You gotta, and so now I see with the estheticians, I had to really sit down and think they're really doing a great job with branding themselves. They doing a great job with social media that we didn't have. They are really getting out there. They're having brow salons and waxing salons, and I think that is awesome. They're getting their brand out, so that's awesome. But still never forget about skincare. That's something that we went to school for, and that's like the number one goal. So if you're doing some extensions and you see that your client desperately need a facial, she has congested pores, she has dark circles, or even if you notice something that she may need to go to the doctor. There may be something going on with her eyes. You might look and notice that her eyes is a discoloration. Of course, we do not diagnose.
Absolutely not.
We can't do that. We can't say, "Oh, I think you have this and that," but you can recommend that they go see a dermatologist. You can recommend that they go to a doctor, or you can recommend to go see another esthetician that specialize in skincare or specialize in certain chemical peels and things like that. I'm not big on those things, but to each his own and what their needs are. So it's enough of us to spread and recycle this money. So I think we should see a little bit more of that.
And the bottom line is everybody has their own area of expertise.
Yes.
Just because it's 20 million estheticians in the world, every single one does not do everything, and somebody always does something better than the next person.
Exactly.
So it's fear. I don't know if it's fear or discomfort or everybody trying to keep everything for themselves, but you really do yourself a disservice when you try to go outside of your lane. Another thing I say, stay in your lane.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not your area of expertise, contract it out. Send it out. Make a referral.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll get a blessing back in return. It's okay. I think
Okay.
we're a little uncomfortable doing that sometimes for whatever the reason.
And another thing, because it's so much social media out here, you have Instagram and Snapchat and what else is going on? Facebook and
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn and Facebook Live. So you have the new estheticians coming out and they're watching what someone else is doing and they're trying to do what they do. Everything is not your calling.
Absolutely.
So everything that God has for this person, that is for that person. And honestly, when I first, like I said, I've been in the industry for a while, but I did go into corporate America. So aesthetics was like, my part-time thing. So I feel like now I'm doing my first works all over again. As my pastor say, you have to kind of do your first works all over again. And I'm okay with that. But a lot of young estheticians, they get out and they see, oh, so-and-so's doing this, so I want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then so-and-so, she's doing that, so I need to do this. What you need to do is focus on what you're passionate about and what was working well for you. And if you want to utilize everything that's under your program, there's nothing wrong with that, but go back to school and get classes, educate yourself so you can actually be the best that you can be. And it also falls back to customer service. You may not be the best, but people will come to you because, oh my God, I like the way she treat me, or I like the way when I come in, she has my tea ready, or I like she remembered my birthday, or I like the fact that she actually listened to me. A lot of people don't want to listen. The client's not coming to hear about your problems. You're there to service them. Mm-hmm. So that's what's important. That I think some of the new estheticians should just focus on themselves and figure out what their niche is.
And everybody has one. That's the thing.
Yes.
If you took time to really think about what you're passionate about doing, what you would do even if you weren't getting paid, so we all like monetary rewards. Mm-hmm. But if you would do it without an income or being rewarded, that would be your niche, or something you do very well without thinking. Like certain things I can do without second thought. And I know for me, I'm probably a little weird because it seems like things that are easier for some people are difficult to me, and the things that are most difficult to other people I do it without a second thought.
Exactly.
So everybody has their own thing, and it's basically enough to go around.
It's plenty to get around. That's why we have to work together in this industry. We're growing. As estheticians are really getting out there. There was a time when I was just coming out of school and I would tell people I was an esthetician, and it's like, what is that? Or I go to the trade shows and I'll try to get with some of the other estheticians and they'll look at me like, or I just went to the show, I think it's at McCormick Place. And, sometimes I can be a little, with the makeup and everything. And they immediately sent me over to the hair side. Just have to throw that in there. But yeah, and I'm not offended, because I may not fit that tight at times, but I know my work. So you just have to be comfortable and where you're at, and just stay updated on all of the new trends. Like I said, the new estheticians that are coming out, I give it to them, they're bad. So, back when we were doing makeup, simple, you can do a whole face 30 minutes and be done.
No, nowadays, I'm sitting like, you're doing an event, like you're the hairstylist, and I do makeup as well. That's not my lane. I know how to do it. I do it well, but hair is my passion.
Okay.
I'm sitting there and we doing events, and I'm like, okay, you've been beating her face for like an hour, 30 minutes. Really?
Yeah.
And I don't like to sit still for a long time. Yeah. So that's why I probably do everything myself, because I can't sit and I get irritated. Like, okay, you've been doing it too long. But the transformation process is amazing.
It is amazing. Awesome. It is awesome. Like I said, it came a long way. We've learned all that with a little over 10 years ago. We learned highlighting and contouring, and but that was theatrical makeup.
Mm-hmm.
That was television makeup. That wasn't everyday makeup.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not knocking it. It's beautiful because I have a
Yeah,
makeup artist that
yeah.
would sit me, hi Lexi, that would sit me in a chair for about an hour or two, and I'm like, but when I see the end results, I love it. So I'm
Absolutely.
definitely not knocking it. So all the makeup artists that's out there, um, they're doing a great job. They are really doing a great job.
So where are you with makeup? You stated that you wanted to do makeup, and then you were talking to being an esthetician, which actually worked for you, was more your lane. So where do you fall now with doing makeup?
So, well, let me backtrack to when I felt like I thought I wanted to do makeup, because I would say out of all of the girls and probably everybody in the family, I'm probably the most one to wear the most makeup.
Okay.
So I'm the makeup girl, I probably out of all of my friends, I'm the one that just come in and is like, really, we're going to the store, Nicole. But I'm the one that, so I felt at that time that, different people, oh, I like your makeup. And mind you, at that time, I was only wearing 521 Wet n Wild lipstick. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
521.
I don't remember
It was the
what shade it
fuchsia.
was.
It was the
Oh, okay.
fuchsia.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Gotta give me a color.
And I was wearing that navy blue liner.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And then I will put the white liner on top.
Mm-hmm.
And I will put my Posner little press powder on. And that was it and everything for me. So I wasn't really doing much makeup, but people just thought that that was cute. Like, oh, so I just said, well, maybe I want to do some makeup. And I always feel like whatever you want to do, you should get certified in it and you should get licensed in it, because I feel like people
Dot your I's and cross your T's.
exactly, and you'll be taken a little bit more serious.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell anybody, when I was in the working force, you don't have to be the best, but you can't knock me because I have my piece of paper, and that piece of paper from the state says that
Absolutely.
I'm more than able to do whatever that I want to do up under what my license covered me to do. So when I went to Dudley's, I just felt like, everybody felt like I need to do some makeup. And I always felt like you always had to have a backup plan because I was in corporate America. So I always felt like I wanted to have.
Right.
So when I spoke with Miss Clausen, and I was just kind of real casual with her, and I said, well, yeah, I want to do makeup. And she was taking me really serious. She said, okay, so you want to do makeup? I said, yeah, I want to do makeup. She was like, well, no, you want to be an esthetician.
And I keep laughing because I'm getting a mental picture. I attended there as well for my instructor training, and she will tell you real calm and look at you and no, yeah,
you're gonna do an esthetician. And I was kind of a little rough around the edges, and I said, well, what is that? And she explained it to me, and I want to say when I started my classes, I was under the impression that we were going straight to the makeup. I was waiting on my brush.
Now that's key. Thank you for saying that. I'm going to let you finish telling that story, but this is a problem I have with a lot of people, because when they come into the beauty industry, they look at us a certain kind of way. They think we just playing hair all day, or we just do makeup all day and polish nails, do lashes. Not, that's toward the end. You have to get the foundation. If you don't have the foundation, I'll be right.
Definitely.
So I'm gonna let you speak a little bit more about that.
So when she told me about this lovely program, and I'm not like a student, that's never been me. I'm just not I'm just not a student. So I'm more creative. So I started class, and I'm thinking I'm gonna get my makeup brushes, and yeah, they're gonna give me like a little facial bowl and my little, because I researched everything. I said I'm gonna get a facial bowl and some little my facial appliances for everything to do my facial. But the main thing is I'm gonna learn how to do these individual lashes, and I'm gonna do brows, and I'm ready. So I get in there, and it was theory. And it was this big Milady's book. And I said, I don't know about this, and we had to pay out of pocket there,
Oh, yeah.
we had to pay.
Yeah.
So I my instructor, she instructed us to talk about the endocrine tissue and the mandible, all these bones in the face and all this kind of stuff. And I went to Miss Carla, hi, but I went to her 3 times that week. And it's like, oh, this ain't gonna work. I don't need to know about bones and the tissue on top of the heart, and I don't need to know about all these diseases. And her word is bae. If you're gonna work on somebody's skin, you need to know if there's disorders. You need to know about protecting yourself if they have any type of diseases out here, and this, and it was just more. But I still think I want to drop that course. Probably like 4 more times after that, because the theory was not my thing. But once we got into the whole part of the skin, it's like the light switched for me, and like, this is what I want to do versus the makeup. And so by the time makeup came, I was like looking out the window, like, when is this going to be over with? And when she going to tell me some more about these skin disorders? Because it was like, you know, that was like my opening door for me. That let me know that skincare was my calling.
Okay.
Yep.
And I'm still laughing because you are very animated.
I am. I'm trying to look. I got my tea. I'm trying to keep everything calm and reserved and stuff. But yes, I am.
And then knowing the people you're talking about, her word bae, and then, yeah,
she's yeah. Like I said, I think I wanted to drop. Probably about 4 or 5 times. And, you know, like I said, the school, they were very supportive to me. They were encouraging me. And like I said, and once we got past all of the bones and all of the tissues and all that extra stuff, and we got into the heart of the facial and got on the floor, I was like, oh, this is it. But I will say, time has started changing. You know, it started changing a lot. And more makeup start coming in, and you know, brows and lashes start coming in, and we got away from, well, some of us have gotten away from the skincare, including myself. I kind of go back and forth, but that's the beauty of our industry. Even for cosmetologists, you don't have to stick with one thing.
Absolutely.
Because we are creative people, and this is the field that we're in. We can kind of jump from, you know, you can reinvent yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Several times.
Several times.
But that's probably why I chose early on. I never specialized in any one thing. I only specialized in healthy hair care from beginning all the way up to here now 30 years later. I have the same specialty because that's never going to change. That's for me. That's what works for me. Because if you do the weaveologist, or if you do the braiding or the colorist, I am good at all those things, and I can teach all those things. So I just pretty much stay in my lane. But at the end of the day, when everything fades out, what's the end result? People want hair on their head.
Yes.
So that would be my
specialty.
Love
hair. We love hair. Yes, we do. We love hair. We love lashes. But now I'm letting everyone know that we're going to have to love the skin too, because you can't replace your skin. You really can't.
Yeah, you can buy a lot of things.
You can buy a lot of things, but you can't replace that skin. You can put all that makeup on, but you're gonna have to come out of it sometimes. And I love my makeup too, but I do come out of it. So, you know.
So for those of you who just tuned in, you're listening to IntellectualRadio.com, an iHeart radio station. I am Marvelous Marvelette, aka Molly B, bringing you the beauty of business. Today's featured guest is Nicole Coleman Russell, licensed esthetician and founder of Pretty Girl 7 Beauty Boutique. Nicole, give our listeners another chance to contact you. Tell them how they can contact you if they're interested in purchasing products or services.
Yes, you can reach me at my email address is prettygirl7beautyboutique@gmail.com. You can also get me on Pretty Girl 7 Beauty Boutique on Facebook. And like I said, you can message me on Facebook. I get back to you in no time. The turnaround is really quick. And you'll be hearing and seeing a lot of me these days. So I'm going hard. Yeah.
And I'm going to go back to your love of makeup. You're probably going to kick me under the table when I tell this story. You probably already know what story I'm about to tell.
Oh.
So she always pretty girl, always made up, full face. We're at a high-end event. We all suited up, booted up. She comes, greets me, and gives me a hug.
And my whole face was on her jacket, like my entire face. But see, I didn't know about the setting powder. See, I learned about say that's why you know what a lot of people, they're scared to reach out to this younger generation. See, I'm not, and I reached out and I learned about that set. You have to bake that. My daughter said bake it. You got to bake that makeup, And so I'm baked right now, so we'll be okay. So won't have
Oh,
to
you
get.
we green today, and we each have on black. You don't see anything, no transfer. But because Nicole is who Nicole is, I knew I could tell that story. And it would be nothing to it.
No.
But it was just a funny story. But it wasn't funny that day because we were in black colors.
Yeah,
So I gave
and it
her
was
the
hot and I was sweaty. It was,
yeah.
and I at the time I didn't have the pressed powder on. I just thought I would just put my little cream on and go on my little way. But I realized that I need a little powder because I get a little sweaty. So
And
yeah.
it's funny now. It's funny now. I can laugh at
I
it, but
felt
that
bad.
day, oh, I gave her the look of death.
I know. I felt so bad. They should walk, and it was a bad thing because I just see my face was literally on her little pad. It was just embarrassing. It was just like, oh my god. It was just like, yeah. It was just like a big face. Was my lipstick on you too?
I don't know. It was everything. It was just a big.
It was like Jim Carrey. The mask was just on her
yeah,
face.
I was just like, okay. And it was the beginning of the event that I say that.
Yeah.
So I had to go the whole event like that. But
yeah.
we made it through.
We did. We made it through.
But she did offer to clean it. But it was a true story, funny story. But
Yeah.
just you can move past. Sometimes it's just a thing.
It will. Yeah, it's one thing that we're gonna remember for a while.
Yeah.
But we won't be in those colors.
So let's talk a little bit about your mobile spa.
Yes. So my mobile spa, we will come to you. We will come to your church. We will come to if you want to have a girls' night out in a home. We could do is 5 it up. So it's bigger, small. We can accommodate it.
Do you have a max?
My maximum right now is 50,
Okay.
but God is going to bless me. We're going to jump over to past 50. I do see that. We do facials, massages, whatever. We can come and do packages for you. We decorate for you. We can provide food. We want to give you the ultimate experience. That's what I want to bring in to the pamper parties. You just show up.
And I keep saying this, and maybe it is a plug, but it's very true. Nicole and her services, it is a true experience. For those of you who haven't had that experience, you need to. It's a true experience. And for me, I don't let people mess with my face. I'm real funny about that. I don't even let people touch my face, don't kiss me in my face. But Nicole and one other person are the only two people that I allow to mess with my face.
Thank you. I appreciate
think that speaks volumes for those who know me.
She's making me shy.
Okay, let's be clear. She's never shy. She's a go-getter. She's on point. She's good.
Yeah.
So what in the mobile spa, because you are mobile and you have to actually transfer your tools and things,
yes.
What services can you provide at the mobile spa party?
So the majority of the services that we provide, we do facials, mini facials, we do massages. Then it all depends on what they want to customize. We also allow our clients to customize. Some of them just want to have a glam night. So if they want to just do lashes and waxing, we did an event where it was just all waxing. All the ladies want to get a Brazilian wax. They were all Brazilian. Did I say virgins?
No, you can say it.
Oh, we're Brazilian virgins, and so it was fun. It was quite interesting.
I'm sure it was interesting.
So we accommodated about 10 ladies. So it was a nice event. So we try to cater towards what you want, and that's come from hospitality. You get your little notepad, and I'm listening to what you want to do, and we bring it to light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about the steam part of the facial. That's one of my favorite parts.
I love steam. So,
and we have you can go to Nicole's Facebook page and you see various pictures of her doing various events and with the steam machine and everything. I think it's a few videos as well, but talk about the steam.
I love the steam. The steam, it helps, it opens up the pores, it conditions the pores, it introduces products into the pores. I'm one of those type of estheticians, even when I worked at different spas. and they noticed, well, um, we had one particular place that I worked at. It we had three estheticians, and all of my clients came out glowing, and they were like, "Oh, she kept the steam on the whole entire time." Well, technically, that's not what you really do. It's a case by case, And like I said, I've been doing it for a while, so I know how to do that. But I love steam. Steam just I can do a facial and I feel like I haven't gotten a facial because I love steam. Steam to me is so important on the skin. It's just like getting moisturized. And I love when I see the clients when they come out glowing. It's just a beautiful feeling to see the clients just glow. So I love steam. I'll steam you all the way through really except for extractions. But yeah, I love a steam.
And also, do you get massage, like a facial massage with the?
Yes, you get a facial massage with that, you get a décolleté massage with that, and you get a hand massage with that. So you pretty much it's in relaxation heaven. It is, like I said, it's an experience when you get that.
Now, with the whole Nicole Russell
Hmm.
and the massage, are all your services provided with your own products?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, all my products are natural. I do. It's very seldom you find people. I have a couple of clients that have a reaction to lavender. I do, ask, and we do have a form because some people do have a reaction to natural products. But for the most part, we haven't had any problems with it. But I do like botanical and a lot of plants, a lot of extracts. I do a lot of stuff in my garden. Um, I just love it. I think my whole family, my sister, she has a beautiful garden. She does like everything. So it's just in our DNA to do this. It really is.
That's something I picked up over the past 3-4 years. So I'm fascinated when I see you on Facebook with your sunflowers and the
Yes.
sunflower seeds. So you had a thing going where you had a video, in fact, of extracting the sunflower seeds from your sunflowers.
Yes.
I thought that was amazing.
Yes.
So what did you do with them? Did you sell them? Did you give them away? What did you do with them?
I didn't sell them. What I did was I gave them away because I felt like I don't know. I was feeling like because I got the seeds and then the seeds gave me maybe 10 or 20 beautiful plants, and it was like a gift from God, so I wanted to give it to other people. I just didn't. I'm always thinking about a dollar, but that's why I'm not like probably like a millionaire right now because I always want to give back. So I'm like, why would I, when God gave me this gift for the first time and they came out perfect and they were so good, and I just gave them away, and it felt good to give them away. And so I have more coming for next year, and you never know, it might be a price on them next year, but this year it wasn't in the calling to do that. So
Okay.
yeah.
Very good. So with the whole experience, you also have tea because you have your tea
Hmm.
and your cup. So you give with the services, you get tea, or do you do wines, or it just depends on what the situation is?
It depends on my clients. Some of them don't, drink, and then some of them just like tea. My daughter, she loves to travel. She goes to Spain, Madrid, and London. She goes everywhere. So every time she goes somewhere, I'm like, bring me some tea or bring me some organic oils, bring me this, bring me that. So she brought me this lovely ensemble of all type of sorted fresh teas with the fresh flowers that does different things to you. So I really, do a consultation with my client, and I find out like what do they have going on, and then I can suggest a tea to them. But then I have some clients I know very personal. I'm like, okay, she needs a little glass of wine or something. Tea just ain't gonna work. But it all depends. It all depends. Some of them we just need to get straight to the we need to get straight to some little a little glass of grape juice, and then some may need the tea and some Erica Badu and a hoosah. So it all depends. I'm sorry.
You are fine, but it's not like I didn't know this about you. So I'm just trying not to laugh, but I gotta let it out because you are who you are.
Yes.
So for those of you who just tuned in, you're listening to IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart radio station. I am Marvelous Marvelette, aka Molly B, bringing you the beauty of business. Today's featured guest is Nicole Russell Coleman, licensed esthetician and founder of Pretty Girl 7 Beauty Boutique. Nicole, give our listeners another opportunity to contact you and with questions, concerns to purchase products or services.
Yes, again, you can reach me at my email address. Is we're working on my website. We're revamping everything, which is a good thing. Got a team working with that, so I'm so excited. But right now, you can get me at Pretty Girl 7 Beauty Boutique at gmail.com. You can get me on Facebook on Pretty Girl 7 Beauty Boutique. I answer questions there as well. Then you can get me on Facebook under Nicole Nikki Coleman. So yeah, I'm really taking advantage of this social media situation. So you can get me on that, and I'm working on a lot of things that's going to be coming up in the near future. So I'm really excited about that.
Now, Nicole, on your Facebook page, and I believe as well as Instagram, you give beauty tips
Yes.
and hints all the time.
Yes.
So, what's your response or feedback on that? Do you get a lot of feedback or questions?
The weird part about it, I don't normally get too much. I get inboxed a lot, or if I run into people on the street, they'll talk to me about it. You know what? I seen a post that you did, and what was this, or what's the ear candling, or what about everything. So I have thing because my mind just go from fashion to skincare to okay, you need to meditate. So it's just everything that I give people of what I'm feeling at that time. So I notice a lot of people, they may reach out to me, they may inbox me, they may not want to be on the page saying, well, I'm having this problem or my skin is doing this, and that's fine too. So it's not all about the likes and all that kind of stuff. As long as I'm reaching somebody and somebody's walking up to me saying, oh, I've seen your Facebook and that was some good information that you gave me, and thanks a lot.
So let me ask you this, because the show is coming to a close pretty soon. What is the number one skin issue that you have witnessed over and over and over again?
Maintenance. I would say something as simple as maintenance. With skin dehydrated, most women are not getting enough water. They're not exfoliating. Your skin's supposed to be soft and supple. At no time your skin should feel hard and rough and just build up of excessive skin. Your skin sheds every 28 days. As you get older, it slows down. So you have to help that out. So if you want to put on your makeup and you want your makeup to look nice and glowy and you want to look dewy, and then when you come out of your makeup, you still want to be dewy. And there's a such thing that you don't have to have perfect skin, because I don't have perfect skin. I do have hyperpigmentation. I do get dark circles when I'm stressed out in my sinuses. However, the complexion is good. And that's what's important. And I really like to talk to my teenagers, and I really like to talk to the women over 40, because your body, because that's where I'm at now, and your body go through a lot of changes. Medication, the foods that we're eating, we can't eat a lot of stuff that we used to eat. You're not getting the proper sleep. You're not using a sunblock. You're not using a proper moisturizer.
Now, how important is that sunblock? Because I go back and forth with people all the time because they feel like if you have a certain ethnic background, you don't need a sunblock.
Right.
That is absolutely not true.
That's not true. Everybody needs to use a sunblock. Caucasians and African American, or people of color, should I say, should use a sunblock. We just have more melanin, so they feel because we have more melanin that we don't need to use a sunblock, and that's not true. Because you do want to protect your skin from skin cancer. If you have hyperpigmentation, which is dark spots on the skin, you want to protect that, because if you do have that problem, it's just going to make it darker. So that's one of the concerns, that it's just having a skincare regimen. Saying that you use St. Ives, that's not a skincare regimen. Or you use cold soap on your face, that's not a skincare regimen.
How often should one exfoliate, or is it different per person?
It's different per person. You can actually do maybe 3 times a week, and you want to use something like or a microbead or something that's really soft. I know that they're trying to do away with the microbeads now because they're concerned about the fish in the ocean and the whole little situation. I don't want to touch that, but you don't want to do anything too abrasive, like with the walnut shells, like the apricot scrubs, because over in time it's showing that it's tearing the skin, and you don't want to do that. So you don't want to over exfoliate your skin. But you can also get you a little nice brush from the dollar store and just go in circular motions, and that will help slough off all that dead skin, and which will give you a nice glowing glow to your skin, and that's so important to me.
Now, another thing people always come to me about is the dark circles under their eyes. And you
Mhm.
talked about that. 9 times out of 10, or is it 50-50, that it is because of sinus issues, or is it stress and broken capillaries? So what is the deal with the dark circles?
Well, the skin underneath the eyes are very, very sensitive. That skin is very thin and very delicate. So it's a number of things. It can be hereditary. You know, if it runs to your family, then 9 out of 10 times you're going to have that as well. But it's going to be more prone if you're not getting enough sleep, you're not getting enough vitamin K. What else can cause it? Congestion. Like if you have sinuses, you're it's more pronounced if you're out drinking late at night. That's what I tell a lot of women, you know, at a certain, you can't be drinking like that, you know, because it affects your skin. So you do want to try to use things like vitamin E. You want to get the proper rest. You know, you at least need your 6 to 8 hours of sleep. That is so important. You have to drink water. That is so important too.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So you heard it here. So again, for those of you who just tuned in, you're listening to IntellectualRadio.com. I am Marvelous Marvelette, aka Molly B, bringing you the beauty of business. Please join me every Monday at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time at IntellectualRadio.com. And Nicole, one last chance. Tell you how to get in touch with you. Give your email address and we're out.
Okay, you can get to me at prettygirl7 beautyboutique at gmail.com. You can get me on Facebook, prettygirl7 beauty boutique on Facebook. And thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us.